Well, we like to think of Relay for Life as a community celebration, celebrating people who have survived cancer, honoring and remembering people who have passed for cancer, and working together to find a cure in the future so that we can have hope for a cure at that point. It's a team event that involves the entire community, and up here at Westminster College, primarily it's a college campus event, but there are also teams from the community at large that participate and raise a lot of money to help fund cancer research, patient services, and education for the American Cancer Society.
Very good. Why do you think, besides the obvious reasons you talk about people, passing away unfortunately from cancer, people battling cancer right now, why is Relay such an important event for people of all ages essentially to get involved in?
Sure. I think that one of the reasons that Relay is so successful is because there really is some place for everybody in Relay. People who are healthy have a place in Relay. They want to go there. They feel fortunate that they've maybe not been touched by cancer, and they'd like to raise money to help keep things that way. People who have been afflicted with cancer and have survived feel like there's really been progress made through science and research, and those breakthroughs have helped keep them here to enjoy their life. And people who have lost someone to cancer feel a close connection, and when you're in the company of cancer survivors and other people who have lost someone to cancer, there's a real feeling of support there that kind of helps people, deal with that. And it's kind of like you're with people who know how you're feeling, and I guess the unfortunate part of that is that all too many people knows what it feels like to have their life touched by cancer, whether it's in their own personal life or through somebody that they have a relationship with.
Right. So how prolific is Relay in this area? I know you said before you've been involved for a number of years. How prolific is Relay in this area, and mainly in the nation whenever you get to the bottom of it?
Sure. Well, there are, last year there were over 5,000 Relay for Life events across the United States, and it's actually spread to, there are Relay events in 19 other countries around the world, in addition to just in the United States. Relay is celebrating its 25th year this year, and there are millions of people who relay. So it's not just a few thousand, it's millions of people that are involved in Relay. The dollars that Relay has raised over its history, I believe, are over $3 billion in Relay's history. So that's how widespread it is, and that's how successful it is too.
Now, the Brothers of Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity on campus are involved. You've been working with them for a number of months with this already. How will the day run on Saturday here at the college? It's going to be down on the football field. And what can participants expect from this year's Relay?
Sure. Well, we'll get started at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll have a little ribbon cutting ceremony, and then the Relay teams will take to the track, and Relay teams circle the track for the 12 hours that we relay here. Since this is a college relay, we do it for 12 hours. Typically, community relays are 24 hours. The reason that started that way was because it helps get the point across that cancer never sleeps. So that's why community relays are 24. But we'll do 12 hours on the track, and teams will rotate members of their team in and out of the track so that they always have somebody on the track. At 12 o'clock, we have a special Survivors Victory Lap. Cancer survivors will take the track and do a lap of victory that's a celebratory lap just for cancer survivors and their caregivers if need be. Maybe if they're in a wheelchair or something like that and they need somebody to help them, the caregivers, we welcome them to participate in that lap as well. And then after that, they'll do a second lap, and they're joined by all the participants of Relay at that point. And again, it's that sort of that outpouring of support and community involvement that's really special. And that's a great part of Relay, is that Survivors Lap. We'll have some games and activities and chances to win prizes and things like that throughout the day. There'll be food there. You can come down and buy some sandwiches and stuff like that. At 4 o'clock, we'll have a Celebrate, Fight Back, and Remember ceremony. That is primarily about how people can fight back against cancer, things they can do, get their screenings done, maybe quit smoking. It's kind of like taking a pledge, what you're going to do for the next year to fight back. At 8:30, we have a luminary ceremony, and luminary are these little bags with the lights in them, and they'll circle the track, and you can buy luminary to honor or memorialize somebody in your life that has had cancer. So that's a really special time. The track is dark, and the little luminary bags circle the track, and that's the only light there is, and
Right.
and that's a real emotional part of relay as well. And then in the evening, we'll wrap up from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. We'll let the teams know who the top fundraisers were and things like that, and we finish up the night with some fireworks.
Great.